hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnette D Love. And listen, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. I don't care what type of father you felt like you were. I don't care what people say about you. I want you to know that this is your day, the day for you to be celebrated. I think it's very important that you understand that you are a part of the plan. You were a part of the plan, regardless of what people think or say. You were a part of the plan, and you needs to be celebrated. So happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Now listen, I want you to know that today we're gonna really don't have a one specific topic. We're going to talk story, and I got 3 different categories of the story that we're going to talk about. So what I want to say is this: if you want to join in, let me know. If you want to make a comment, make a comment. I'm going to be keeping up with your comment, because what I want to do is tie these 3 different categories together. So the first category that I want to talk about is men lusting, and talking about the women that they're actually lusting over. Meaning, my thing is, you have a woman, because I think these women need to understand this. And I could give you a living example right now, but I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But I just want to get a few things straight. You have a woman. Your woman has some insecurities, and wait a minute, she has every right to have some insecurities, because you are no good. I'm gonna tell you like that. Not all you men, but this one in particular that I'm talking about is very no good. Okay, she really should have insecurities. All right, but anyways, so you have this woman with these insecurities, and so what you do is you talk about the woman, or say women, that you lust over to her, to try to get her to take down those walls, because you know she's insecure about things in your relationship. Now, I personally know that this is what's going on, and I just so happen to be one of the women that's included. Let me tell you, first and foremost, I want your man. I don't want your man. You know what your man look like. You know that he's not my type. You know me, and you look at him, and you know daggone well you don't have to worry about me with your man at all. Okay, that's the first thing. Excuse me. And the second thing is, you don't have to worry about me going behind you with your man or any other man. You don't have to worry about it, and you know that. And so what happens is, I don't know what's going on in y'all minds, but the insecurities is ridiculous. And I'm saying this for both of you, because he's still all up in other people's business. Stay out my business. I'm not, what happens is, ladies, when your man start talking about another woman so much, and she's so focused on what she's doing and who she's doing it with, that should be your red flag. When he starts putting this woman down, that should be your red flag, because what man does that? What man takes the time to worry about a woman that he is not dealing with or involved with? That should be your red flag right there. Why are you talking about this woman so much? I don't even want to hear you mention her name again. See, that's what I would tell my man. You don't need to keep mentioning her name to me, because you're going to make me think something is up. I don't think it's cute when a man puts a woman down. I don't think it's cute when a man continuously talk about a woman and try to point out her faults. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's cute when a woman comes against another woman. I don't think it's cute at all. And just so I can be transparent, um, I wouldn't take the advances of your man, okay, because I knew he was with you. Because I knew he was with you, I ignored him. Okay, and you can consider. I don't care who you think I'm talking about. It's all of y'all. So I can tell the same story to everybody. I don't deal with people's men. If I know that someone is involved with someone else, I don't need those troubles. I don't want it. I don't want your problems, because if you got a problem with your man looking elsewhere, if I be with your man, I'm going to have a problem with your man looking elsewhere. I don't want your problems. I don't want your man. But I think it's really bad when a man talks about another woman to his woman. That should raise some red flags. And I don't understand why women don't realize that that's not a cute thing. That's something that you should be a little leery about. Why is he always talking about this woman? Why is she always on his tongue? Why? This is what should be coming to your mind, not sitting back laughing and thinking it's cute because you think that he's putting you on a pedestal while he put the other woman down. But that's not what he's doing. He's not putting you on a pedestal while he's putting the other woman down. He's trying to get your mind clear and calm to make you think that there is nothing happening. So when he is around that woman, he can say his little flirtatious things and make those, little remarks that are inappropriate because he is involved with somebody else. Listen to me now. I'm trying to school you. You need to be careful on what you accept from him. You need to remind him that you guys are together, and he doesn't need to mention another woman's name to you. But no, you kind of probably stupid, and you think that he's doing it because of the love of you. And let me be the first to tell you he's not. He's doing it because he's probably lusting after that woman, and really and truly that's probably who he wants to be with or tried to be with, and she didn't want him. Let me tell you, every so many months I get somebody's husbands in my DM. I say DM because most of the time it comes through Instagram, and I think that's where you got the down in the DM thing. And I get somebody's husband in my DM, and whether they talking about some old stuff that happened, or whether they talking about the fact that I never gave them a chance, and I, this, that, and the other, guess what I do? Send them home. I send them right back to their wife. I send them right back because I don't want no drama. I would rather live alone, live my life by myself, than to have drama with a man and a woman. I don't want that type of drama. Okay, so let me talk to these women right quick. You women, you women, the jealous women, those are the ones I want to address. Everybody don't want what you have. That's the first thing. Everybody don't want to go behind you. That's the second thing. Some women are comfortable being by themselves. That's the third thing. Because a lot of times you're by yourself, you're alone, but you're not lonely. If you need some attention, you know how to get it. And I'm talking from experience. If I need attention, I know where to go. I know where to go, and it doesn't have to be your man. It's a bunch of men out here. A bunch of them. And so what gets me is these jealous women. You want to harp on women that hasn't done anything to you, women that don't pay you any attention, women that actually feel like you are a non-factor, and you want to act like you got beef with somebody. I don't have your time. I don't have your time. I don't care nothing about you. I love you with the love of Jesus, and that's it. And you can go on about your business. But, you come against all these women like they've done something to you because of your insecurities, because you're jealous. If you feel that you're not enough, you need to make yourself enough. If you feel like you're not cute enough, baby, put some makeup on your face or something. Dress up. It don't matter. Fix your hair. You see what I'm saying? Do whatever it takes to make you feel better. I'm all with everything. I'm not a woman that say don't enhance yourself by putting on makeup and you don't need this and that. If you feel you need it, do it. But stop coming against other women because of your insecurities. Stop trying to put other women down because you don't feel good about yourself. Your man must not be lifting you up. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a sign that you got a man that puts you down and don't lift you up. I bet you at home crying all the time, feeling like a piece of crap because he always saying little sly remarks to you and telling you how other women outdo you. I bet you that's what's going on, because if that was not the case, you wouldn't be talking about other women all the time. You'll be feeling good about yourself and you wouldn't think that you need to come against somebody else. But listen, I'm sorry that your man don't lift you up. I'm sorry that he does not make you feel like you are a queen. I'm sorry about that. I apologize uh, as much as I can, as much as it's worth. I apologize. But the thing is, you have to find you. You have to find what makes you feel good about you. You have to find what makes you shine. You have to find what puts you and sets you aside from other women. And as long as you let somebody pull on your confidence, you're not going to be able to find it. There is something in you. You have a diamond in you. You know, you gotta get that rough off of you, the coal and stuff to get to the diamond part. But it's a diamond in you. But as long as you continue to let people pull away from your goodness, pull away from your qualities, you're gonna always feel like you are nothing. Okay? And so when I say that you are a non-factor, I mean you're a non-factor to me. The stuff that you're doing is not going to affect my way of living in any way, in any manner. That's what a non-factor means to me. It doesn't mean that you are worthless and you're not a superstar, you're not a queen. It doesn't mean that. It means that foolishness that you're doing is a non-factor, and I'm going to ignore you. But I want you to know the red flags. So the red flags, number one, is when your man is always talking about some woman. Always got this woman in his mouth. Always. That's a red flag because secretly he's admiring her. He is admiring her. And when you know that your qualities are not the same as hers, and she may have done a little more, have a little more than you have, it messes with your esteem, your self-esteem, if you're not a strong woman. And if you're not, the number 2 point that I'm talking, if you're a jealous woman, he is going to bust your esteem wide open. That is why he comes against this woman to try to get you to think that he is not attracted to her. But baby, he is. He is. Trust me. He is. The third thing I was talking about was stubborn people. Now, stubborn folks like me, I mean, to the core, all right? Stubborn folks, people that are not going to let you ruffle their feathers, people that are not going to allow you to sink the ship. Stubborn people just not going to entertain your foolishness. And you know what happens when the stubborn people don't entertain your foolishness? You get worked up and round up even more. You want to keep going and going and going because you want some I'm talking about counter. You want some kind of reaction. And you're not going to get it if it's a real stubborn person like me. You want some kind of reaction. The only reaction that you would get from stubborn people it's probably if you put your hands on them. That's the only reaction you want. And then you go into the um the risk of getting your hind parts webbed, or legalities and all that stuff, getting the case number and all that stuff, or both. In my case, you're gonna get A and then you're gonna get B for touching me. But that's what happens when you mess with a stubborn person. Stubborn people don't care nothing about you. Stubborn people are not gonna let you mess up their harmony, their peace. Some people are not gonna do that. I know I'm not. I'm not gonna allow you to mess with my mind. Okay. I like talking about the stuff that happens in my life. Y'all, this tea is good. I like talking about stuff that happens in my life because I know that being transparent, somebody that's going through it as well can kind of figure out how to handle these situations. And so I know everybody isn't stubborn, but listen, you can act like me. You can go ahead and ignore the foolishness. You cannot respond. You can walk away when you know that you're not even dealing anything to these individuals. You can keep moving, and that's the best thing. Don't talk about them. Don't say much about them. That way a dog that brings a bone can't carry a bone, because that's what happens. A dog that brings a bone carries a bone. So when you stick out the bone, make sure it's something that you're willing to stand behind. Some of you willing to say, yes, I said it and this is what I meant. Don't start selling no wolf tickets that you cannot collect. Okay. Don't buy nothing that, write no checks that you can't cash. Just be, stay in the office. Don't get into that stuff. But a stubborn person, like I tell people, I'm not begging you to do nothing. I don't beg anybody to do nothing. I'm like, if I ask you, it's hard enough for me to even ask you. And if I ask you and you say no, no, it's what it is. I will not ask you again. And at a certain point, I stop asking anybody because I'm like, I'm done with it, So I tell people all the time, I'll eat out the garbage can before I beg. Okay. Now, figure of speech, y'all. But what it means is, if, like I just said, if I ask you once and you say no, there it is. No is what it is. I'm not going to keep begging you. I'm not going to keep, beating around the bush about it. I just let it go. If it's something that I have to have, I have to find another way. I have to make do. Sometimes, we use that saying, this is a last resort. I have to go to the last resort. And in my metaphor, the garbage can is the last resort. But I would not beg anybody to do anything. I'd rather just do without it. If I don't have the money for it, I'd rather just do without it. I don't have the money for it. It's too easy for me. I just don't understand why people have to have that validation from someone. I don't need a validation from nobody but God. Y'all should have known that I was going to come with that. But I don't need validation from anybody but him. Okay? That's all I need validation from. I have a dysfunctional family. I do. I have a dysfunctional family on one side. Only a few of us get along. Only a few of us get along. And those of us that get along are those of us who have been together since we were babies. The younger ones, close to between 40 and 50, we're the ones that get along. But we have our family is not close on my paternal side. My mom's side, we're close, but we lost a lot of people on my mama's side, And so it's really difficult being in a dysfunctional family. It's really difficult. I hate to even talk about it because it's just real It's like, why is our family so dysfunctional? Where did it start from? This is what I want to ask you guys. Where do y'all think dysfunctional families start from? It can't start where it is. Like it couldn't just start with me and my cousins and my uncles and aunts and stuff like that. It had to start prior to that. What do you think? Maybe the grandparents or great grandparents and so on. Where did dysfunctional families start? That's a question. Can anybody help me? Hey, Michael, where does the dysfunctional family start? Because listen, you got brothers and sisters that aren't close, that don't really deal. You know that they're not going to each other's house on the holidays. You got brothers that don't respect the other brother or trying to do better than the other brother, and everybody, you got brothers trying to do better than everybody in the family. They want somebody to look at them like they the tall corner of the family. All this dysfunctional stuff. You got people in the family trying to hold people back. I mean, it is just horrible on that side of the family. Sometimes I be like, Lord, why am I here? Why am I in this family? Gotta be a reason. It has to be a reason. Because you can't choose your family, so it has to be a reason why you're a part of that family in particular. I mean, I love my family, I do. But I see, listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you look at other people's relationships, like when I see a niece and an uncle, and I see how much the uncle loving on the niece and how much the niece loving on the uncle, sometimes I be like, oh, that's real? That's how it's supposed to be? I'm telling you. But when on my mama's side, only one of my uncles are left, but he's been like a father to me my whole life. So I look at him more as a parent. So, he loves me, I love him, but it's more of a parent type relationship than an uncle and niece type relationship. But when I look at other people from what I have on my father's side, it's like, dang, that's how uncles supposed to treat their nieces and nephews and stuff like that. It's a shock for me. It's a shock for me because we don't really have that. I got an uncle now. Don't get me wrong. I got a couple of them that are good uncles. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like I see. I see in other families. They ain't checking on you. They ain't making sure you okay. You know what I'm saying? They see you in the street, they speak because you're family. Like a man on the street. Basically, let me see what you say. You said at the beginning when man separated us, slavery was the beginning of everything we were taught, learned, and believed until we saw and found truth. However, by then, the damage brainwashing was already done. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I do. I understand what you're saying because I know that a lot of that crab in the bucket mentality came from during that time. So I do understand that. But I mean, it's just, to me, it's just horrible how families are so dysfunctional. And a lot of times, if you watch, we come together when it's something bad. When it's time to throw hands or something, then here come everybody, we family and all that stuff. But what happens when it's time to build each other up and support each other? Where's the family then? So what I do is I just got my certain few that I deal with, and I go from there. I got a certain few that I talk to, that I go see. I'm there for. And that's it. But I got dysfunctional family. And then on top of that, like I said, I'm a stubborn person. I don't care whether you're family or not, I ain't gonna kiss up to you. I would not kiss up to you. Let me tell you, I remember I used to give this family member gifts and stuff, always, giving until I realized, hold up, they ain't giving nothing back, right? And I'm like, who died and made you the king and queen? You know what I'm saying? and you don't give anything back. We always giving you. Who you supposed to be? I'm gonna tell y'all that's this how I think, you know. So I stopped giving, and I'm gonna tell you something. Won't get ever get nothing from me, not nothing, not even. I don't care if you're on fire. I ain't gonna spit on you because you just. I mean, for you to be that selfish, that to think that somebody always supposed to give you, never, not me, not never. You know, and I'm just talking, we just talking story, but I'm being truthful. You know, you have to be careful how you treat other people, you know. But getting back, so let's do a recap of what I was talking about today. I was talking about men lusting, and then the woman that they're lusting over, they're talking to their girlfriends or their wives about the woman in a negative way because they know that this is the woman that they lusting over, so they want their woman to think that there's nothing there. And I'm just saying that a lot of times, women, there is something there. There is some lust there. There's some flirtation there. I'm telling you, because I see it often with me, you know, because a lot of people, I'm single, but I'm single by choice. I like being single. I get tired of folks. I get tired, you know, I get tired real quick. You got to be a special person to take my time up. You know, I get tired. And so until I meet somebody that I don't get tired of, I'm going to remain single because I don't settle. I would not settle. I refuse to settle. So I get a lot of people's men trying to hit on me. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's rare that you have a woman like me. And I say like me, somebody cool, down to earth, adventurous, love to hustle and stuff. And she's single. Okay? But I'm single for a reason. I don't do drama at all. I'm going to tell you, come to me with drama. You got other women. You got the baby mama drama. I'm out. I ain't fighting for nothing. I don't fight for my place. I don't fight for my place. Either I'm in place or I'm not in place. I'm not going to fight for it. I'm too old to be fighting for it. Nope, not going to do it. Okay, so we're talking about that. So, ladies, that's a red flag when your man always talking about a woman and trying to put her down in front of you. I'm telling you, he just trying to lower your little brick wall. But you better pay attention while you over there he-heing. Might get a woman that's not like me and go ahead on and take him up on his offer. You're going to be sitting there he crying. I'm just going to let you know that. Beware, because I'm not telling you nothing I don't know. I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not going through or have been through. They get to talk about the women negatively. Be mindful. And then you jealous women, this is the second thing I was talking about. You jealous women, always want to talk about another woman, always want to put them down. The woman ain't done nothing to you half of the time. It's something from inside of you that you need to fix. You need to work on. That is so unbecoming of a woman. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't even know what type of man really want to be with you, that you are that miserable that you got to talk about another woman that hasn't done anything to you, that don't even pay you any attention. You are just miserable. And you need to fix that, sister. You need to fix that. I'm so serious. Because it looks bad. It looks bad for us. We're supposed to be here to help God and unify and teach each other. And because of your own low self-confidence, your lack of self-validation, you want to talk about another woman. And then it be a woman ain't done that to you. Ain't nobody out here trying to get into no mess at our age. Ain't nobody trying to do that foolishness. I'm trying to uplift other women. I'm telling women how beautiful they are, how pretty they look and stuff like that. And because you can't do it because you're too jealous-hearted, you want to come down on me. Because I can look at you with us and smile knowing that you done talked about me like a dog. You want to come down on me? I don't care what you say. Your opinion of me means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get your life. Get yourself together. You better be glad they're not the old me and I been done took your man from you. Because I don't want him. Trust me. I don't want him. But if I did, I could have him. And I'm just telling you the TRUTH, what God loves the best. So you should be thanking me for not touching him. You're welcome. Must haven't read my book. Anyway, and then you talk about stubborn. I talked about stubborn people. People that just don't care about your attitudes. People don't care that you got an issue with them for no reason at all. I am one of the most stubborn people out there. I'd rather be by, like I said, I'd rather be by myself than to deal with some foolishness. I am not going to deal with foolishness. I don't do married men. Excuse me. And I barely do men with girlfriends. And I say barely because it just depends. But married men, out of the question. Out of the question. You know, so it baffles me when I see a woman that follows her husband around when they're around people. You know, she watches him and watches the women like somebody wants him. You know, first of all, let me apologize for your past, because apparently you experienced something that wasn't so kind to you. I'm sorry about that. But everybody don't want your man. Please. Everybody don't want your man. Okay? And I have certain guidelines if I'm gonna mess with somebody's man, and it ain't gonna be a married man. That's the first thing. I know everybody's not like me, but this is how I am. And then I have a guideline about looking at the woman that he was with prior to me. You know what I'm saying? What is this? What he like? Or you know, are we on the same level? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we look at that, and I don't think I'm better than anybody, but for real, I look at all that. You know, because I have my standards of a man that I want too. And so I look at all that stuff. And a lot of times, it be them women that's not on your level that be hating. Because them women that be up there, the women that have stuff going on for themselves, they ain't concerned about you messing with their man. Not at all. And see, I'm an honest person. I tell y'all all the time. Your man come to me, he better be ready to spend some coins. He better be ready to spend some money, because I don't do a whole bunch of cooking and a whole bunch of cleaning. I pay people to do what I need them to do. I do. You know, I pick up and all that stuff. But if I got something I need to do, yard work, stuff like that, I got the little thing where I take my car to and get clean. But I ain't doing a whole bunch of cooking either. I go buy some chicken and go home and make some gravy and onions and smother it for you. I don't do a lot of that. So I'm real honest right off the rip. So if you want an old country girl that's gonna be out doing all that country style cooking, you need to go find you one. I'm not here. I accept what I do. I accept, you know, my limitations, and either you're gonna accept it or you can move on. I told y'all I was stubborn. I told you I was stubborn. But it is what it is. I don't want you coming in with no false hope. Don't leave your good thing over there coming over to me and thinking that I'm going to be in here cooking because I'm a little heavy. I'm heavy because I eat. I ain't heavy because I cook. But it's all good. But I just want to, you know, chat with you. I got a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. I'm going to now. Y'all know I interviewed Senator Lucas earlier during the week. I'm going to interview the Republican candidate for Senate before the month is out. So stand by for that. And then I'm going to work on something else as well, because I'm almost certain that the best part of elections for me will be just interviewing the candidates. You know, I think my days of running for a position are over. I think I just like being in the background. I think so. because I like being able to talk about what I want to talk about, say what I want to say, and just I like my freedom, you know. And so, with some prayer, I believe that that's about where I'm going to be when it comes to election time. Just getting the truth out, letting everybody speak their piece. So stand by, for that. Stand by for our shows. We're gonna have an on the road show. What is the 18th? This weekend should be my first on the road show. Should be my first on the road show. I'm not sure if that show gonna be live or it's gonna be already put together. We're gonna see, but I probably do a live one. Then I put together the show that I did on the road. So this week will be the first on the road show. We'll have one for July. We'll have one for August. Listen, we're gonna change things in season 3 for Real Talk Loud on that D Love. So y'all stand back and enjoy it. I need for you to comment. I need for you to like. I need for you to share. And I need you to go over to YouTube and do the same thing. Comment, like, and share. Kind of build up my YouTube fans, YouTube followers. That video with Senator Lucas is doing very good on YouTube. It's not as well as I thought it was gonna be, but it's doing very well on YouTube. So I'm gonna share that video again because you got 2 more days for the final election. And we want to make sure that you know the truth before you go out and decide who you want to vote for or who you encourage your family to vote for. We want to make sure that we pick the right person. It's not about a personal thing. And this election is about who is going to do what you need for you and your family. So listen, thank you for talking story with me today. I told you that's all that's going to be today. Nothing concrete, just here and there and everywhere. But God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love someone else. And that will be true love. You take care now. Talk to you later.